Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com. It is 9:24 on this Monday morning. It's the 9th day of October. And Badasch, correct?
Dan Badasch.
Look at that. Well, normally I botch something to show, so that's like, these are normally the most interesting parts of the conversation, is what's CJ going to do to ruin this one, you know?
Oh, no.
So Daughters of the American Revolution are having a trivia night coming up on what date?
November the 4th.
Oh, we got some time to prepare.
We got a little time to prepare. Yeah.
No,
to build anticipation.
That's right, and to gauge interest, because you guys have a chance to be trivia night champions.
Yes.
I got to, right off the bat, Ann, take me through the Daughters of the American Revolution, what the organization's all about.
DAR is Daughters of the American Revolution, and it was formed in the 1890s. And you have to prove your DNA lineage to someone who fought or supported the American Revolution.
Wow.
And so that's a process that we go through. And there's a registrar on each organization. And we have 3,000 organizations nationwide and have for a long time.
Wow.
And we have several here in the Alton area. Madison County, I believe, has 2, St. Clair County, and I'm in the Jersey County group.
Really good. Well, and it's so fascinating to me to see that correlation, you know, with 3,000, you know, sister organizations or groups around the country. I mean, a lot of people are really tied to the American Revolution. And can I ask what your relation is?
My relation was, his name was Elijah. No. I guess I'm nervous.
No, don't be nervous. I'm telling you, not on this show. What I think is so cool, though, is the fact that, you know, remnants of the American Revolution are still alive today, and it seems very strong with 3,000 groups around the country.
Yes, it is. It is. And there's also an SAR, but they're not quite as active. And then we also have a children's children's DAR.
Oh. Now, can I ask the difference between the children's and the daughter and son?
The children's is a way to encourage young people or children to know their lineage, and to then step into those roles as adults. You know, to show an interest in history as a child, and then to move on and be as an adult. Well, the SAR, of course, is sons. It's the male lineage.
Yeah.
And
they just aren't as active as you guys.
Oh, I don't know. You're just not as obvious, I guess.
Well, and you know, to me, and I've always said this, the most fascinating time in history for me is the American Revolution and that colonial era, and how, you know, farmers and politicians, bureaucrats alike coming together for one common goal.
The amount of history is amazing. I try to expand my knowledge on the Revolution, and this year is the 250th anniversary of the Boston Tea Party. And so when you start doing research like on the Boston Tea Party, why did it happen, and what caused it, and the repercussions of that. But also, there was more than one tea party. There were actually 10 tea parties in each of the cities along the coast that were harbors.
Really?
Yeah, and one of them was initiated by all women. And so later in the year, I'm going to be giving a report on the women who did their thing.
Done with taxation, huh?
Yeah, done with taxation.
That's just incredible. And see, to me, it's so fascinating to learn about the nuances and just new, you know, not really new, but things that really aren't talked about in the textbooks as much as they should be, you know? And, you know, it's kind of like we get the best of the hits, you know, throughout when we're in school learning about this, but we don't really see the ins and outs and the really intricate components that really made up this grander, you know, coast for us in the Revolution. You know, there's so many.
The DAR also you didn't have to fight, but you had to commit your finances or your crops to support. You see, those were all people who supported the Revolution. It wasn't just the men who fought, but it was the farmers who, you know, gave up their produce to feed the soldiers or.
Wow. And see, just you saying that, I mean, I just don't, it's so amazing to me. And I'm sure if we were ever in that situation again, you know, you never know how people step up and what happens. But, you know, whenever you say that alone, I mean, when farmers are going, we got to feed the soldiers.
That's right. Because in those days, it wasn't like today where there are people who see that the soldiers have what they need.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have that sort of a system at the time, and so it depended upon the locals to sacrifice and give up their livestock or whatever it was needed to keep going.
Wow.
So anyway, that's
really incredible.
That's also a way you prove that you were involved in the revolution.
Well, and see, that's what fascinated me, because when we talked on the phone, and we were talking about some of the requirements very briefly. And I thought, well, what does support mean? But I mean, that is support. It's not just saying, well, I agree with what they're doing.
That's right.
Giving some of your inventory, doing something to help make sure that they can continue their mission in that fight.
Yeah, that's
wow.
correct.
Well, now throughout the year, what are you guys doing as an organization? Is it speaking engagements, trivia nights too? Take us through the year for Daughters of American Revolution.
The Daughters of American Revolution are more than old lady in white gloves in a parade.
Good answer.
We support our troops, and we also do things that support the family. We do a lot with veterans. We have, like last month I went to a meeting and we were given a list of things that were needed at the Quincy VA nursing home. And so we also support those kinds of things.
Wow.
We do a lot with genealogy, and we have a wonderful genealogy library and a museum in Washington, D.C. that we support. But we also have schools throughout the United States that are DAR-supported schools. And usually those kids are,
what an
alone or whatever,
What an amazing organization. Because, Ann, I'll be honest with you, I'm learning about this really for the first time. And, I mean, this is a really cool group.
There are lots of different, in a local group, you'll have a regent.
Okay.
And then you'll have a vice regent.
Okay.
You will have a...
Well, it says here they have a public nuisance. Oh, wait, no, that's just me. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
No, but you have a local organization like Jersey County. Then we have a state organization, and then every state, then into the national. And Illinois is one of the most active states in the national organization.
Well, and honestly, Ann, I mean, it seems like you guys really are busy. And because I didn't know too much about the group, I did a little bit of research, but just to hear some of your insights on this is really cool. Do you have a moment to stick around? Because we still got to talk trivia night. Yeah. All right, let's do this. I got to pay a bill. It's 9:32. We're talking to Ann Badasch. Did I spell it right on the screen, Ann?
Yes. Yep, that's correct.
There we go. This has been a win of a morning so far. 9:32 is the time. A quick break. Our conversation. We'll learn all about trivia night right after this in downtown Alton.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong, we were running against the wind.
Hold on, 9:34. I knew I recognized this last name, and I am going to have a dunce hat on my head all day. I buried the lead. Ann was also the former owner of My Just Desserts.
That's right.
I got to ask, before we go into back to Daughters of the American Revolution and Trivia Night, we're going to promote it. I got to ask, how has the, I guess, the next chapter been?
It has been a rough time for them.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of them for continuing, and they're putting their new spin on My Just Desserts, and that's just fine. And I'm happy for them. Yvonne was very, very dear to me, and so Evelyn and the girls at My Just Desserts, they're trying hard. They're trying hard.
So go over there and support them if you can
That's
this
right.
week for lunch or whatever you can do, because they are a hard-working family and
That's
really
right.
trying. Can I ask you how you got involved with My Just Desserts before we keep going? You just threw this at me, and I'm like, whoa, hold on here. Alton Staple in studio.
I met Kathy Stein, and Kathy was really the creator of My Just Desserts back in 1984, I believe. And we were friends, and she said, Ann, I want to open a restaurant. I said, let's do it. And I had an antique shop in the basement on Broadway. In those years, there were like 58 shops in downtown Alton. It was huge, and it took forever to get a rental place. It's not like today.
No.
And that's when Kathy and I met, and so it became Cane Bottom My Just Desserts, and we were together until '86, and I bought her out in '86, and then my husband and I bought 31 East Broadway in '88 and rehabbed the old Ryder building into My Just Desserts.
That's just incredible. Oh, my goodness.
And it was about that same time that Yvonne came to work for me as a high school student. And it was about, in the late 80s, early 90s. And she came to work for me as a 14-year-old.
Wow. That's just incredible. I want to talk about, just a rich history here in the 618, and also getting back to this and the rich history that the Daughters of the American Revolution have. I mean, we were talking, and I don't think people realize, because I didn't until we started really kind of just talking very, briefly during the break, is how much work goes into being a part of this group. If you, don't have a family member or mom or whoever that's already a part of it, how long does it take, you said?
I would say it probably takes close to a year, because you have at least 4 generations, 6 generations, 8 generations, and sometimes 10 generations of research that you do. And the grand part about it is that the DAR is very prepared in helping you. You have to do a lot of legwork yourself, but they help you bring it all together into your story.
Well, I like that, because it's not, it shows you that they want you to be a part of the group.
Yes.
We're going to help you, but you got to put the work in too, so we
That's
know
right.
that you're going to work for us as much as we're going to work for you.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And the DAR, it really revolves around God, home, and country. And we're supporters of the Constitution. We're supporters of civil rights. We try not to be political. We are historical, and we are trying to be ever mindful of the EPA. Even we talk about things that need to help our community, to help our state, to help our world.
Yeah.
It's not just about doing family history research.
And I find this actually really interesting, because like you just hit it right on the head, being historical without being political. I'm sure that can be sometimes a challenge.
It is a challenge. It is a challenge, especially we think in today's world it's a challenge, but it's been a challenge in every world.
Yeah.
Because the DAR was originally funded by during the Harrison administration, and the men would not let the women take care of the money. They didn't think they could. They organized it and said they could organize and become a group, but they had for about a year the men were in charge, and the men were in charge of the money when they suddenly realized that this isn't going to work this way. Of course, back then, even women didn't vote.
Right, because the suffrage act,
That's right. So, it's
wow.
It's interesting.
This is an interesting conversation. I'm telling you what, Ann, when we started talking at 9:20, I didn't think that we'd go 6 ways to Sunday and back down to trivia night, but we're here. So, come on.
Back on trivia night. Each organization, fundraising for any organization is difficult.
Oh, yeah.
And, we are trying to support our scholarship funds. And one of the things that we do in Jersey County, is the Good Citizen Awards that you get the high school students. And then we also do an American history one for the elementary students. And these are essay contests that we ask the teachers to support and get their students to write and submit. And then those are judged by a local group, and then those go on to a district group, and then they go on to the state and to the national. And we want to be able to give money to these children for making the effort. Because it's like so many things, it's like, well, it's nice to have a piece of paper, but it's also nice to have a check in your hand.
Well, right. Well, and I think it's so important that young children write essays and type them, whatever you do. I think writing essays is a little bit more important because you can put the pen to the paper a little bit. But, to be able to, give that opportunity to the child, to the student, to say, hey, put this essay together, use your critical thinking skills and those components. And that way it helps grow the individual, too, because you're learning all these nuances with a chance to have a little bit of a boost in your scholarship fund.
And so we're trying to be able to boost that scholarship fund.
Yeah.
And by doing trivia as a fundraiser, we don't want to sell light bulbs. We don't want to sell Christmas ornaments. That you got to come up with a new thing all the time.
You're so right. I'm sorry. You're so right. Because you're right. It's like, we're selling pencil erasers today.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Not in this climate.
You can only do so many quilt raffles,
Right.
And so we're trying to have a trivia night. And it's a new adventure for the Dr. Silas Hamilton chapter of the NSDAR, which is Jersey County. And but so far, so good. The ladies have gotten behind it, and we have been very generously given the Elsa Township building, and that's free of charge to us.
What a great spot.
So that's where our trivia is going to be, at the Township building.
Wow.
And we only have room for 12 teams. And so you need to get on the list because we are moving forward with booking teams.
Now, this is a perfect location here, this Elsa Tech, because now, is this the one that's on, I guess, Delmar going...
Delhi.
Yeah, so right there in that little kind of metal building, or...
Yeah.
What a great spot, because you're in between Alton Godfrey, and then you're in between Jerseyville and Grafton.
Yeah.
There is no reason you can't make it out there.
That's right.
So November the 4th, correct?
November the 4th. And the doors open at 5:30. Trivia starts at 6:30. Our theme this year is red, white, and blue.
Good theme.
Oh, that's easy. So I have a number of people coming up with questions. We're doing all of our own questions.
What type of question? Is it going to be American Revolution theme?
Well, my son-in-law is a Navy captain, and he's done a list of military questions for us. And my daughter has lived in D.C. since 2000, so I have a presidential. She's doing a presidential category.
Yeah.
I have a lady that goes, I love Christmas trivia, so we're having Christmas trivia. And there's also one called your ABCs. Know your ABCs. And you know how everything is now DAR? What does DAR mean? It means Daughters of the American Revolution. What is RICO? What is RICO?
That is fun.
And so there are, there's an ABC, and everybody's got to be able to go, I know, I hear that.
Yeah.
And I know that EPA means what it means, but what does each letter mean?
That's fun.
So that's an ABC one.
Yeah.
We're also, of course, there'll be the usual local history, and we're doing books. We have a librarian in our group, and so they will be doing, just the usual.
That's cool, though, because it seems like there's a component of different parts of your group that showcasing through the trivia.
That's right.
So it kind of shows everyone who you guys are, girls are in this group, to all of us, but it's also creating a fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be a fun game night.
It will be. And now, how do people sign up for this event?
They call me, and I register you as a team, and I give you the address of where to send the money. And if you pay in advance, you get free mulligans.
Oh.
So that's a bargain.
That is a bargain right there, actually. I could have used those at golf on Friday. No, what's the phone number to call to sign up and get their? How many persons?
8 to 10 per team.
Okay.
8 to 10 per team, and it's $100 a team. And
that's it?
Yeah, it's everybody's saying it's too cheap, but next year we'll raise the price.
We got to once you get to 12 teams, then we'll start talking raising.
Yeah, and we do have sponsors. We have a number of businesses in
please shout them
Jerseyville
out.
that are helping sponsor.
Yeah,
and so we're always looking for new sponsors as well, and we'll be selling 50-50. We're allowed to do that, so there'll be a 50-50 as a fundraiser. We're not doing the usual baskets and all of that.
Thank you. Just thank you. So I hate to do this at 9:45. I am over the basket raffles. Okay, my attention span is not there, Ann. I just have zero. And what happens is I see a basket I like, and then I'm caught in a bidding war, and then I lose out or I win it, and I'm paying way too much, and I go, can I even afford this one?
It takes a lot of time and one person alone just to do that sort of promotion. And so we're a small group. We've decided not to do the basket thing.
It's smart, yeah.
And we'd rather just sell a sponsorship and have our MC plug you rather than, having baskets.
Do we have the MC yet?
Yes. Kevin Berghoff.
Oh, yeah. Kevin, from Paul. His brother was my teacher in 5th grade. Kevin was at Y98 for a while.
Well, his family is involved in DAR. And so when we decided to put this together, somebody goes, we'll ask Kevin.
Great choice.
I have not met Kevin yet, so I'm looking forward to that.
Great choice. You got to ask him about his Christmas songs.
Oh, okay.
Now, they're parodies. I just want to throw that out there, but they are great Christmas songs. One year, Kevin's brother, Paul, I was in his 5th grade class. He was so great. Great guy. Taught you how to use money in school, or money and how to manage it, because we had play money and we could buy homework passes or things, and really manage it. And then he played us Kevin's Christmas music. And I am telling you what, I will remember that as long as I live. Just great people and a great addition to the night. For trivia, too. I mean, great addition that you guys have.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him.
And so with that being said, what's that number again people can call and sign up their team?
618-365-4249.
Say it one more time for me.
368. Oh, excuse me.
You should see me on the phone upstairs. I've given away, I think, my competitor's number a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how many times I answer the phone. My Just Desserts may help you.
What makes it?
Oh, yeah. No, my phone number is 618-365-4249.
Really cool. And is there anything else I'm forgetting about?
No, other than thank you so much for this opportunity to talk about our fundraiser and what we're needing the cash for. And we're talking about DAR in general.
Anytime you want to come on and talk about it, you're more than welcome to. This was great.
Well, we have a lot of projects going on in the state, and it's a fun time.
Please fill me in. Seriously, anytime you have any news to talk about, you are more than welcome in the studio. This was great.
All righty.
9:48 is the time on this 9th day of October. A quick break, and then we'll wrap up the 9 o'clock that was right after this in downtown Alton.